Welcome to Soft Bad Monkey, a safe space for savages. This podcast is comedy. We don't discriminate. We don't care about your race, religion, sexual orientation, or gender identity. We make fun of everyone equally. We are veterans, offensive by nature, so if there's kids in the car, turn us off. Seriously, I'll wait. We've evolved. It's still JD and Uncle Steve, but now we have Paulie. As for Jay, he's fluffing on man porn. We talk like we are in the team room, platoon space, or whatever you call it. We're meat eaters and knuckle draggers, so put on your fucking helmet because we're coming in hot. Anyway, welcome to another episode of Soft Bad Monkey with your host, Jason Delgado,
Steve Ralston,
and Paulie the Tool.
How are you? I didn't know what we were going to say. So
it's Tool, man.
It's not. It's either Leatherman or Tool.
No, it's Tool.
No, he's Leatherman, man.
What'd he do? Something.
He
was the Leatherman, and then he went to Tool.
Oh, so I would like to nominate him for another promotion back to Leatherman.
Back to Leatherman?
He's doing his thing, baby.
All right, Paulie the Leatherman.
You see him? He went down a shirt size. Look at you, baby.
He is. Dude, 6 days into the fucking Mitch Aguiar smashing greens fast, Paulie. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You liking it?
I am.
It's good shit, isn't it? It's a fucking...
You hungry right now, aren't you?
It's a gut
I'm
check.
about to have my shake.
Let me see you do it. Let's see how it's done.
Let's do the shake here.
All right, here we go.
Oh, you do?
Is that the shit you used to snort?
Shake.
That's the shit you used to snort?
Sort of.
Snorting green powder. We should do a challenge of snorting green.
Dude, no, Lone Star Fit Femme snorted some greens
She's
for us.
a fucking gangster, dog.
She is gangster.
She probably eats like that BCAA.
No, whatever.
I don't even know what that is, bro.
It's blank chain amino acids.
She eats men for fucking breakfast.
Yeah,
branch chain.
She rolls men up in little wheat tortillas in the morning.
In that panko flakes and deep fries.
Yeah, and so it's pre-workout, and you're supposed to shake it up with water, and she probably just scoops
it's like
it
fucking
snorts it.
Man meat tempura.
Whatever it takes. So anyway, our guest today, Mike Golembesky, fucking hard dick fucking dragon slayer. Marine, 8 years, JTAC, New York Times best-selling author, not once, but twice.
I believe, what is that criteria? Was it 10,000 copies within the first week?
I don't know, but it's a lot, and the motherfucker is smart as shit.
That's a lot.
Solid cat. His first book that he wrote with another writer, like you, it made the fucking SOCOM commander's reading list under leadership, a team-level memoir on conflict and decision-making. His first book, fucking SOCOM commander's reading list.
It just sounds like he took... Exactly what it was, by the way. He took the personal ability for someone to praise him, and at the end of the day, it's a message to the younger Marines, a message to the younger soldiers, a message to the younger warriors. And when it's received that well, that's how you get on the fucking... That's how you get on the SOCOM's, reading list right there.
Absolutely. The first one, and then his second book he wrote by himself. The first one is, Level Zero Heroes. The second one is Dagger 2-2, which is a call sign, obviously. But his second book he wrote by himself, and when he turned it into his editor who'd been doing this for over 2 decades, says this is the cleanest manuscript I've ever seen.
Saved him a few thousand right there.
Cleanest manuscript he'd ever seen. It was formatted correctly. The punctuation was correct. The grammar was correct. This fucking guy's got a fucking dialed in, man.
Too easy.
And I think he was in country the same time you were.
Oh, that'll be interesting to find out.
You're going to have some good shit to talk about. So without further ado, you want to get him on there?
It's all good.
Mike, what's up, bro?
Jace, you guys hear me all right?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey,
fucking lumpy
Steve, what's
chicken.
happening, man?
How you doing?
Hey, you just answered with so much energy. I'm ready to do like some push-ups over here or something. front leaning right.
That's good shit, man. Hey, we got to tell you, we are all feeling a little bit inadequate because of the fucking luxuriousness of your fucking beard, man. Holy shit!
I put some extra mountain oil in it today.
Nice. You knew that you were coming on. We're going to be looking at you in video, and you thought, what can I do to impress these guys? I know. I'll make my beard extra fluffy.
Yeah, Colorado's pretty. Our humidity's super low, so it's hard to keep your beard nice and full. So you gotta oil it. You gotta take extra care of it.
Yeah, we got a pretty beard rich environment going on.
I know. I can see Paul's got a big one.
Yeah. Hey, that's
He's
the
a car
first time.
He's a car carrier.
Only put your pants on.
That's the first time he's heard that.
In the United States.
Now, Paulie's is clearly undeniable. You can see that from across the room, just like yours. Dude. It's like, what the beer gods? Holy crap! Have you ever blown dry that thing? See how long it comes down to?
No, but I do have I've got the and you guys should know this.
Let's see.
This is called a wave enforcer.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, we're from the hood.
Right.
We know what's up.
Okay. So you got to use the wave enforcer on the beer. And I learned that many years ago from one of the guys in my squad out in Iraq about the wave enforcer and how it's to be used properly.
That's right.
Nice. I like that shit. Well, we were talking you up a little bit, Mike. We talked about you having 2 New York Times bestsellers, and then we talked about the first one, Level 0 Heroes, going to the SOCOM Commanders readers list, or reading.
It's a big deal.
SOCOM Commanders reading list. I'm a little bit retarded. We've gone through this. We've talked a couple times. He knows that my parents are brother and sister, and you can't really tell that much. I mean, it's a little bit evident, but not really. Anyway, and then his second book, when the editor got it, he said it was the cleanest manuscript he'd ever received. It was grammatically correct. It was formatted correctly. He had to make a very few changes to it.
Yeah, it was. I was quite, Mark Resnick, who's the publisher over there at St. Martin's Press, great guy. He just he had a lot of faith and confidence in me for writing the second book. So I took it and ran with it, man. And when I turned it in to get that type of response from, somebody that's been in the industry for years and years, to get that type of response from him was just fucking. It was tight.
Yeah. Excellent. So tell us how a guy goes from Levittown, Pennsylvania, gets to Colorado Springs driving trucks, and then gets to the Marine Corps. So we know it's, the typical situation, single mom, all that kind of stuff, not so great in high school. I mean, that's a commonality among a lot of individuals that we've had on the show here. And then the guys, for whatever reason, they end up enlisting or they join some type of officer training situation. So what was it for you? You're driving trucks in Colorado. Let's hear about that.
I grew up north of Philadelphia in Levittown, PA. I moved out to Colorado when I think I just turned 21 because I didn't want to move too far away from my home base without being able to buy booze by myself. So I waited till I was 21, headed out to Boulder. I had a friend out here, Wally Wild, who I had gone to high school with.
Wally Wild is his last name?
Wally Wild.
How much fucking acid did that guy do?
He is a character unto himself, man. He actually lives in Panama now.
Nice.
I forget. He lives on one of the islands on the eastern coast. He actually owns his own brewery now.
Oh man, living it.
See, he was smart. He was smart though. See, when he was in the weed business out here in Colorado right before it kicked off, and he dumped everything into it and got in at the ground level. And then once he had his empire going here, he bounced back to his to the motherland and opened a brewery.
Good for him.
I don't think he owns shoes, man. He's got like one pair of flip-flops and one of them's blown out.
He's Panamanian?
I believe so.
Damn.
He's from somewhere down there.
That's a badass name, and he's Panamanian.
Dude,
that's actually his name.
That's
actually
sick.
Moses Wild. Wally Wild.
Oh, it's even bad. I like Moses Wild.
Yeah.
Sounds biblical and shit.
Yeah.
Release Moses Wild.
But he is that guy's a character, and he was one of the main reasons I moved out here is because he had moved out west, and it's just such a huge difference growing up in the tri-state area. Like I was telling Steve before, the big thing about being out here in Colorado, which I love. I've been here for over 2 decades now. On the East Coast, it just feels smaller. And what I mean by that is like when you look out, the farthest you could see is the first tree line or the first row of buildings. Once you get out west a little bit, like I can actually go outside and I can see for miles. So it just feels bigger.
Yeah, and
it was one of those things that drew.
Driving on the West Coast is a little bit easier than on the East Coast because it's the imagery. All you get on the East Coast is trees. The West Coast, you got ocean, mountains, hills. It's beautiful. You're right.
Yeah, so he always knows which way west is, man. Just look for the mountains.
That's right.
And you can't do that, in center city or out in the burbs.
Yeah, also look for the people smiling from ear to ear. Some about the sun, California sun. Everybody happy over here. Everybody all grumpy and shit.
So tell us about driving truck. How'd you end up doing that?
So I got out here to Colorado Springs, and I'd worked in the dairy before back in Pennsylvania. It was a good blue collar job, working a union job. And I just realized kind of at a younger age, I was probably like 22, 23, that, I probably can't continue my entire life lifting milk. My body probably won't take it. So I should probably kind of work my way into something a little bit less strenuous on the lower back. So I ended up getting into driving trucks and stuff, man. So I ended up driving semis for one of the dairies out here, and I had a great route. So once a week, I would just drive a trailer from Colorado Springs up into the mountains past Breckenridge, drop it off, hook up the empty one, and then spend the night there on the clock, and then drive back in the morning. Man, it was great. It was just the pace I needed at that time in my life.
Awesome. So where were you when we went to war? Were you up there also?
So I was living. Actually, I'm living in the same town. I'm actually only like 2 streets over from where I was living back in 2000, going into 2001. And I lived over here on Ruxton Avenue when 9/11 happened. And I remember I remember exactly where I was and what had happened, because I had worked the day before and went out with some guys the night prior, got hammered, came back, passed out, was trying to sleep in because it was my day off that day, and just started getting weird random phone calls from people. I didn't have cable at the time because I was still dirt poor. I didn't have no damn cable. So our neighbor comes over and hey, have you guys seen on the news what's going on? No, and my wife's from New York. Her family's from there. So we're getting calls from her mom and stuff like that, and then just like everybody else for the rest of the day, we were glued to some type of media. I mean, back then it was the TV area. Everybody was glued to the TV, and just literally just watched it unfold.
What'd you feel while you were watching it unfold?
Helpless, I think is the word. Yeah, just because you have to be it's hard when you're forced to be a spectator. Especially when you're somebody who likes to be in control of situations and likes to have some type of input. But yeah, feeling helpless, and just trying to imagine what all those people are going through, the pure chaos of it all. And it shit was just unfolding so fast, and after a few hours of it, you start to go numb. And after 16 hours of watching it, you just got to lay down. You got to rest. You got to do something. But it was huge. You could feel the weight. You could feel the weight of the moment.
Almost like a national tension, right? Like
everyone you could literally feel it.
Yeah.
Across the country, and then the days after, it was we were able to emotionally kind of recover from the initial shock, and then it was like, okay, where are we going? Somebody's going somewhere, because this shit ain't going unanswered.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when they first sent in the SF teams into Afghanistan, and it was about 2 weeks after that, after 9/11, that I boogied out over to a recruiter one day after work. I walked up, so it was like a strip mall, and you walk up the first one, you got the Navy. I'm like, nah, I don't like boats. I don't like the ocean. Go over to the Air Force, and like, these all seem like smart. These are all smart motherfuckers, man. I can't do that. Go over to the Army. The uniforms, that pickle uniform they wear, that it's nasty.
That wasn't working for you.
No, and then I got over to the Double D recruiter, and that was it. I went in there, and Staff Sergeant Hamilton, I believe, was my recruiter's name. And I said, hey, I'm not in here. You don't have to give me the pitch. Sign me up. Where do I go? Because everybody knows something's about to go down. So, I just want to be in a position. And I figured, hey, if something goes down, it's almost positive there's going to be some Marines there. So enlisted into the Marine Corps. I went in as an open contract for combat support. So I'd either be tanks, AAVs, or artillery.
LAR is infantry, right? It's not combat support, but it is combat support. LAR?
0312.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right on, man. And so what was your previous experience with the military up to the deciding point? It was just a straight appearance, like, y'all look like shit in uniform.
It was honestly because, I never knew anybody who was in the military. So I never had that close experience or even, I didn't even know the scope. I didn't know shit about the military. So, besides what may have been on TV or
so you're saying basically up till 9/11, you didn't even give it another thought. To you, it was just, that wasn't a thing for you until 9/11, and it was like, I got to do something.
I was
actually 26.
Whoa,
so I was 26 when I went to the recruiter's office. That's 2 years before the cutoff.
So he knew intellectually, I'm going to fucking see some shit. I know there's going to be a war, and I know I could fucking die.
And Steve, can you imagine like to be 26?
Oh, dude.
And just get in there with you, and you're getting in there with a bunch of 18-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
Just 26, dude, because that's not, it's young to us, but it's not.
It's not old.
Yeah, it's not old. You know what I mean? But
you're just starting to figure some shit out. In there with a bunch of fucking nothing but nutsack.
Nothing but freaking straight testosterone. That's what you're dealing. You're like the oldest one. You're like the papa.
Yeah.
I know. It was me and some other guy. The good thing about that is I didn't get fucked with as much in boot camp. I actually had my senior drill instructor, and they pulled me into the freaking
same age and shit.
He's like, hey, we get it. You're 26, all right? Just keep your mouth shut. Just do it. We obviously don't need to explain to you, like, how to fucking live on your own, like pay bills. Like, we know you know how to do it. Just go with the flow, and then you'll get out of here.
Did this conversation precede your defiance to getting into the shitter with 10 other naked dudes? Like, all right, I know you're 26, man, but you're going to have to get in there with the other naked guys.
Get stacked to use the shitters.
Yeah. What is it, man? Marine Corps. Jesus Christ, man. We need to relook at this shit.
It all has something to do. I actually got a fucking hilarious story. Like some of the stuff that happens behind the.
Well, let's have it. We got time. The hilarious story. We're ready.
So pulling targets. When we're doing the manual target pulling on the range. So we're up north. So I went to San Diego. I'm a West Coast Marine. So went up to Pendleton. And we have the morning shift that goes on the firing range, and then they rotate, and then the other guys go back down. They go into the pits where they're pulling targets and marking targets and stuff like that. And once they get you back there, it's a whole other world, because once the range goes hot, it's locked down. Nobody's allowed to come back there. Nobody's allowed to leave. So we're literally back there, our entire company, with 3 of our drill instructors, and there was this one Marine named what the fuck was his name? Mahano. Kid's name was Mahano, and our drill instructor Staff Sergeant Johnny fucking hated this dude with a passion. So he preemptively, I don't even think Mahano did anything wrong. He just preemptively pulled Mahano off the line, and we had 2 shitters, one at either end of the pits. And he's like, Mahano, go get me some trash bags. Get 2 trash bags. Make some trash bag gloves. Then once he had it on, his task for the rest of the afternoon was to he had to personally dive and remove turds from the porta shitters.
Oh my god.
So he's literally in there. He's diving for these things with his trash bag gloves. And this drill instructor Sergeant Johnny's right behind him, saying and walking him through it. Mahano, grab that piece of shit right there. That's a big one. That's one that's going to clog the system. We need to get that one out of there.
That's the one that's going to clog the system. I like how they give you that sense of importance. We need
logic,
you.
The logic.
You need to go in there with your hands and tear it out before it clogs the apparatus of the
giant tank that it's in.
That's basically boot camp in San Diego, as in a fucking nutshell.
Yeah, it's not just because you got the sun and the women over there and all that. It's going to be nice. It's the Marine Corps. Either way, it's miserable.
So it was absolutely miserable out on the drill field there, because the weather never changed. It was always the same temperature, the same weather. And I was there in like December. during Christmas time.
Still sweating your ass
it
off.
was Groundhog's Day, man, constantly, over and over again.
And then, so you make it through boot camp. Then what happens?
So from there, so at the end of boot camp, all the guys that went in, they finally got their MOSs assigned to them. So I ended up pulling 0811, which is field artillery. I don't know what field artillery is. It's cool. They said now I'm going to go to Fort Sill, Oklahoma. I don't know where the fuck that is. But after boot camp, Marines, they go up to MCT for their combat training. So you have the School of Infantry, and then you have the combat part for all the non-infantries. So I went through that and then bounced over to Fort Sill. Went through the Cannoneer course. So this is back when we still had the old Toad 198 howitzers, the 155 guns.
Yeah.
So went through all that, and basically I stayed with a lot of guys that I was in boot camp with. And then they basically, at the end of the artillery training, all the guys that wanted to go West Coast went to Pendleton, and then everyone else got kicked out to 2nd Mardiv out in Camp Lejeune, so I ended up there. And I spent the rest of my career at Camp Lejeune.
Nice.
I wasn't there a lot, but I was stationed there.
Excellent. So what school did you go to after that?
So that was just that was for field artillery. I did the field artillery for 4 years, and came up on my first enlistment. I was already a sergeant for my first enlistment, and it was
Good job.
And I just kind of back it up a little bit. So
It wasn't easy back then. I went in 2000. It wasn't easy to get out after the 4 years as a sergeant. And also, I was telling Steve this a few days ago. It wasn't uncommon to see a corporal in a platoon sergeant billet.
even before I went in, I knew I was not going to make a career of it. I knew that. I just wanted to get in. I wanted to do some sense of purpose. I wanted to feel as if I did something, and then I was going to leave. It was never a plan to make it a career. So when I got to that first end of my first enlistment, I kind of did the old gut check and checked the gear bag, and I hadn't really accomplished what it is I wanted to accomplish. I hadn't deployed to Iraq, but didn't get to serve in Afghanistan. So Iraq was the afterthought. Like, I was already in MCT, or I was already at Fort Sill when the ground invasion for Iraq kicked off. And that was just all-consuming, even for the following years, all-consuming to the fact that, the war in Afghanistan kept going on, but so much attention and assets and manpower is being used in Iraq that we almost forgot there were still fucking troops and shit. There was still a war going on in Afghanistan. And, that's how consuming the Iraq war was. But yeah, after that enlistment, I said, I'm going to keep it going. I'm going to do another one. But I'm definitely changing jobs, because I was an artilleryman. So, going on field ops every other week and basically just moving artillery rounds from one truck to the ground and then firing them. Which ones you'll fire, you put them back up on the truck. It just wasn't fun. Let's put it that way.
It was I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like carrying the milk jugs again, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. So, I was in an artillery battery, so I was kind of thinking, like, okay, well, I'm going to change jobs. I really like fire support, and we had this small group of like 4 Marines and a lieutenant, and they were part of this group in our unit called Liaison, and they would go to this magical place called the Hill. So when we had to go eat shit and fucking move artillery rounds, these guys get to leave the unit and go to this magical place called the Hill, where they got Doritos and shit. They get Slurpees delivered to them, and they were the eyes. So they were the FOs, calling in the rounds and stuff. So I said, you know what, I want to get on the Hill.
I want fucking Slurpees and Doritos. Goddammit.
Yeah, I want Doritos. I want my Doritos. So I ended up doing a lat move. So a lateral move to become a 0861 fire support guy. Like I said, I was already sergeant, so I cycled back to Fort Sill and went through the 13 Fox course for the fire support, and then from there I bounced out to Coronado to do the Naval Gunfire Spotter course, which was an absolute fucking blast.
Is that a MOS producing course, or is that relatively related to Anglico?
It's part of the 0861 fire supportman because you had to be able to be qualified in ground-based artillery, but also have to be part of a shore fire control party, which is part of the whole MU MAGTAF system coming to shore. So you got to be able to control naval artillery, so 5-inch guns and shit like that. Great course, awesome school. You know, the amphib base there.
What's the distance we could get out of a destroyer or a gunship or actual, carrier?
Probably about 5 kilometers. It fires like a rifle. It's actually pretty fucking cool. Because we went out to, I believe it's San Clemente Island.
Yeah, that's right.
On the west side or the south side west coast is the impact range, and it's awesome. It's like this. It's kind of like this half crater volcano thing, and we start firing the guns early in the morning. So you got the Arleigh Burkes. They're like out there in like the fog and stuff. And when these things fire, they're like flat trajectories. They're like bullets. Oh. And some of these things they would skip. They would skip up the canyon. Oh. Awesome. Just awesome firepower, man.
I remember watching like tracer round skip and being in awe. Can you imagine a fucking 1.5? Actually, what was the
5-inch?
Oh, 5. Damn. So you talking about like a sandbag, a 50-pound sandbag exploding every time it skipped on the ground.
Yeah, so when we had to call them, so we had to stand to the side of the impact range because the rounds would just skip up the hill. They're fucking awesome. Seen one of those things tumble? And then it just smacked the hillside.
Can you imagine that shit just tumbling, coming in and just smacking like a building or something? Oh my god, dude.
Taking cars out like fucking dominoes.
Yeah, like nothing.
Oh yeah.
Not even messing with the trajectory. Just
not even slowing it down.
Oh, that's got to be awesome.
So then after that, what happened?
Just finished my schooling there. Went back to I actually went back to the same unit. So this is kind of unheard of. Especially in the Marine Corps, like I checked into Kilo Battery, 3rd Battalion, 10th Marines, as a fucking PFC, as a 27-year-old private first class. When I left to go hop over to do the MARSOC thing, I was still in the same unit, not the same battalion. I was in the same firing battery, and now I'm an E6 in the same firing battery.
You literally became one of those guys on the hill eating Doritos.
Yeah. It was awesome because every time we got deployed, we all leave. When I say we, us, the forward observers, we all leave. We go to the line companies. So there's these times where we'll be away from deployment. Even when we're doing our workups and shit, we're not really with our unit. We may talk to them on the radio, but we're with the line companies. So every time I came back after a deployment, fucking, the house had changed. That one unit, I went through like 5 fucking first sergeants, 6 COs, to the point there when I came back from my last deployment from my 5th one, and I walk in the office and the fucking, the duty clerk's like, Staff Sergeant, can I help you? I'm like, no, I'm good. He's like, are you looking for something?
I know everything.
I'm like, no, I'm in this unit. You are? Yeah, motherfucker. I'm in this unit. I've been in this unit for like 6 years now.
Yeah, exactly. And who the fuck are you?
As a matter of fact, who the fuck are you?
Yeah. I was like, hey, you see all these pictures on the walls around here? All these people you don't fucking know? I know all these guys.
What was your favorite ordnance dropping in training?
I guess it would, I'm a fire support geek. I mean, I love that stuff, that's why doing the JTAC thing was my thing. But calling in white phosphorus is always fun, especially if you got something you can burn. And then the other one,
shake and bake,
which is
just that right there. White phosphorus is always fun, especially if you got something you can burn.
Smells like fried chicken.
Doing the coordinated illum missions at night. Those are pretty. Those are a lot of fun.
So you like the orchestra? You like the big picture, the orchestra of everything falling into place. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's artillery's great.
It's like a symphony.
It's cool because we get to go hang out with the infantry. We ended up being in their weapons company, and then my FOs go out to the line companies. But just a good balance. I was just fortunate enough that I got to go around and move around, do a lot of things.
Did they get mistreated a lot? When you got your augmentees.
Yeah, when they first show up, they're like, "Who the fuck are you? You're not even an 03, whatever, man." And then after a while, it's all the same bullshit. Carry the same gear.
No, and even better, they'll come up to him like, "Yo, I lost the fill to my radio. You couldn't help me." That happened a lot.
Yeah.
Right. So when did
Dude,
you
your
tell me?
radio's not working because it's fucking 3 minutes off.
Yeah. Did you see this shit? No. Yeah, you fucking did.
Tell me about getting into JTAC.
So I was on my, I guess this would have been 2007, and I was on my 5th deployment, and we were in Iraq. We're actually, Jason, you were up at in Husayba, weren't you?
Oh yeah.
Up there by Al-Qaim?
That was my second pump. Yeah. Yeah, right there,
Yeah,
right at the border. I call it the Nogales of Iraq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was there with 2-2, with 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines, and so we had the whole AO from Haditha right there at Rawa, Cop Rawa.
Yeah, you had our AO.
All the way up to Husayba. And at that point, I was their senior watch officer for the infantry battalion. So I ran the ops floor for them.
In other words, you were the scapegoat just in case some shit happened. They knew who to blame.
I tell you what, man. But no, I was fortunate. That deployment had a great battalion commander, had a great OPSO, just a good bunch of guys to work with. Matter of fact, that battalion commander, he ended up going over to MARSOC, became the regimental commander for those guys. But I was in. That was my last.
No, Husayba was no punk. That whole AO was pretty rough, man. Because it's right on the border. So these guys were constantly getting reinforced and resupplied. It was just like never ending, dude.
Yeah, so we were part of the transition team. We were the ones that were closing it out. We closed out AQ right there, the train depot area. Yep. We closed that out and moved everybody out and handed it over to the Iraqis.
Yeah, right.
But the D boys were always coming up there because to get some of that border action right there.
Right there at that train depot, that train head right there is where we got ambushed the first time, and we were in that trash ditch behind the train tracks. Yep. If it wasn't for that ditch, we would have got lit the fuck up, dude. All that garbage saved the shit out of us. It's right in that train head, man. That's bringing me back memories.
The old Iraqi railroad depot right there. And then there was the big phosphorus plant just to the north of it.
Yeah, that was actually that was up in Husayba. You're talking about down by Al-Qaim, the base proper. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Right on, dude.
I spent many nights sucking in fucking fumes from that plant, dude.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's my area, man. That's fucking sick. That area was hot. Way before Fallujah, because Fallujah was like the first, I guess internationally, kind of like bolstered, I guess, conflict or whatever. But
right there on the border.
Yeah, but right prior to that, for about a year plus, it was us getting rocked. But it's such a small area. I guess no one wanted to report on it or nothing. But man, those guys was fucking fighting back. And they were doing a pretty damn good job. And we're talking about a couple hundred reinforcements, for every freaking conflict they would try to, every jihad they try to fucking initiate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the proving ground because, they'd fly them into Damascus, bust them down there and, give them, hey, here's your fucking AK, your mag with 20 rounds in it and some fucking flip-flops.
Yeah, and we'll be the first one to catch them. As soon as they come across the border by fucking 30s and 40s, what the fuck? It's go time. That shit was fun, man. That shit was fun. And how many international incidents occurred up there, like between us firing into Syria and all that?
You're just every day. It's like, okay, man, whatever you do, just keep it on this side of the fucking border. There's been a couple times like we got engaged by like Syrian outposts and shit from across the border, and so we just open up the 50 because they can't tell at night. They don't know who the fuck's over there, so we just open up 50 cal real quick, and then they get all quiet and shit.
Yeah, don't fuck with us. Actually, I don't know if that restriction was still implemented or still in place, but the close air support had a click standoff, mandatory click standoff. They had that was because of us.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, from
my
the international border.
Yeah, my platoon commander, he was basically the second in command when it came to intel. Obviously, sniper platoon commanders, like, they're the next ones up for the intel officer gig. So we were at the forward operating base, and he was dual hatting and basically wearing the intel officer's hat there. So he's doing these fucking like aerial flyovers for reconnaissance. Motherfucker flies into Syria. And then the Syrians start opening up at fucking aircraft guns on them and shit like that, and the fucking pilot's trying to maneuver around the guns, and they're firing back at them, thinking that the pilot had no idea he flew into Syria. Like, that border is almost non-existent.
Yeah,
it's just like a pile of rocks.
Was it still Camp Gannon when you were there?
Well,
right there?
We're the reason it's Camp Gannon. That was my Captain Derek Gannon. Actually, Major. Now I post mutually to Major, but this was our CO. Freaking led from the front kind of guy. Always common sense. One of the best, I say to this day, best officers I've ever encountered. And obviously, double-edged sword. That was his demise, because he just could not sit back and watch his Marines do work. He had to be there on the front. So he responded with a react force. So that goes to tell you how moto he was. And he just went out there and got caught in an ambush. Yeah, that was tough. That was like a 2-day fucking rock and roll session there.
Yeah, we ended up we were the ones that closed down Gannon and Tripoli, Cop Tripoli, all those ones.
Wait, did you guys catch the towers getting destroyed by the dump trucks? Was that you guys? Out there in Hussein, right on the border. I think it was like a saw gunner that held off 2 suicide, like VBIED, but in dump trucks to the freaking goddamn the entrance of the fob. And we had a tower set up there. There's only one tower. We didn't set it up. It was like organic to the area. And the guys were up there, overwatching the front gate, and fucking a dump truck.
No, I know exactly. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, that was a unit right before us.
Oh yeah, that was sick, dude. You see those 2 explode. One saw gunner, he died. He succumbed to his wounds after the second vehicle, but he stopped both packed to the brim fucking dump trucks full of explosives from driving into our base. That one lowly soul gunner, dude, it was most so beautiful to watch. I'm sorry, brother. I get off tangents. You're bringing me back.
I know, man. So I'm there my 5th deployment, and they bring these guys around. They're called the monitors. They're basically the ones that control the jobs, like who the fuck goes where. They're like the ultimate personnel people. So, I go to see my monitor. He's a master gunnery sergeant, and all the monitors are there, and the line for the O3s is out the fucking door, because they all want to. They just want to they want something else. They don't care what the fuck it is. They want something else. See my monitor, and he's just sitting there because there's only like one 0861 guy, and I'm like, "What do you got for me?" It's my 5th deployment. Still haven't gone to Afghanistan. Really wasn't. I wasn't scratching that itch that I needed.
You didn't get that feeling of fulfillment yet, or that the very reason you even raised your hand and swore that oath, that reason wasn't fulfilled yet. You wanted to do something and actually feel that gratification out of it.
Yep. And I'm like, what's out there? He's like, well, do you want to go to the schoolhouse? I'm like, is it in Oklahoma? Fuck no, I don't want to go there. He's like, hey, they've got this new thing called MARSOC. And they're opening up all these billets for enlisted guys. And the first thing I'm is well, okay, what the fuck is a MARSOC? Because it was just after Det 1 had been a success, and they just changed over the flags at Force to the MSOBs.
And then how I came over was his SOTG 2MEF. So and when we transitioned into the schoolhouse, into the the training cadre, and then Force became, even prior to that, let's backtrack a little bit. The initial stand up, I believe they started with trying to mirror Special Forces, and they stood up FMTU, Foreign Military Training Unit, which was AT Battalion, Anti-Terrorism Battalion, disbanded and stood up as FMTU as a part of MARSOC. but there were non-reconnaissance Marines there. Then the reconnaissance Marines or the Force Recon Marines that were absorbed into MARSOC were DASR, Direct Action Special Reconnaissance. So we had two houses. So then I guess there's some basically people fighting back and forth, and some, defending the backdoor approach to being, I guess, a technical skills operator or something, which wasn't a thing then either. Basically, Recon Marines didn't want non-Recon Marines operating with them. So there was a whole little tryst there, a little quarrel there. But then eventually, SOCOM, Big Bro, fucking the daddy, came down and said, y'all need to shut the fuck up. Once SOCOM, always SOCOM. So whoever steps into this position has a lateral fucking path anywhere. So that's basically what happened, and everybody had to fall back, and they restood a Force Recon up again, and then they basically made everyone MARSOC. Obviously you have your freaking support elements, stuff like that, but they didn't separate it anymore with FMTU and all that. It was just a matter of where you are AO wise.
Yeah, it was a weird time, man.
So weird. I mean, because
there was a lot of shit moving around because nobody knew who owned fucking who.
Dude, nothing. I was telling people I had sales reps from like Remington and a bunch of other tech companies coming onto the compound, and we're still we're Marines. I say that to say this. We were like battered woman syndrome. Like we weren't, aside from like in the field, because we're, fucking snipers or recon Marines and shit. In the field, we're encouraged to make fucking on the fly decisions and shit like that. But back in garrison, unit wise, and no, who the fuck are you? You know what I mean? So these guys are over here trying to pitch gear and shit to us, and we're like, how the fuck do they keep getting on the compound, dude? And no one knew nothing. We learned everything the hard way. We just got thrown into SOCOM, dude, and it was nuts. And I think it was like once a week, we all sat down like, all right, what schools you want to go to? Lockpicking, PSR.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, man. It was a free for all. Mm-hmm. So in my situation, I told my monitor, I'm like, hey, I'll do it. I'll go do this MARSOC thing. He's like, because they were hurting for my MOS specifically. Yeah. A fire support guy enlisted E6
mature
because basically what had happened is, so the Marine Corps up to this point never had enlisted JTACs, enlisted air controllers. They were always officers. They were always pilots doing their ground tour. So when MARSOC opened up, they had these billets that they had to fill. Each team had to have a fucking JTAC. What? And that's a lot of officers.
Yeah.
To fill. So that's why they opened it up. They said, okay, we can't give them officers. So the sound decision was to get the fire support guys, the staff NCOs, and make them JTACs. Because when I went through JTAC course, it was myself and another guy from, I think, from 2nd Recon or something. We were the only enlisted guys in the class.
Damn.
So it was a huge thing to have enlisted Marines become JTAC qualified. That was brand new to the Marine Corps. But yeah, I ended up going to going over the MARSOC, and like I said, it was a weird time because it was right there. Things were brand new. The unit we didn't even really have buildings. We were kind of scattered all around fucking
like
Camp Lejeune.
French Creek,
all over the place.
Stone Bay,
and,
it was spread the fuck out.
So the thing that kind of sticks out in my head is, so I checked out of my unit finally, the same unit I checked into when I was a fucking E2. I finally check out of that unit. I go to base supply, so I go to SIF. And I'm like, hey, I'm getting ready to go over MARSOC. I'm just signing out from this unit. And, what do I got to hand in? I basically had to hand in fucking everything. I ended up leaving there. So it got kind of personal. Like when they say you got turned in your sleeping bag, I'm like, well, what the fuck am I going to sleep in? You guys are going to take my sleeping bag? It ended up to the point where when I left there, I didn't have shit. I had a gas mask. That's all I had.
Of course, they let you keep that.
And as I'm backing out, trying to leave, I'm like, so you said that they're going to issue me everything. They're like, yeah, they got you. And I'm taking another step back. I'm like, are you fucking sure? Because I just turned in everything, man.
I feel naked.
All right. I don't even have a fucking canteen.
I don't even have what was at that time, the Gore-Tex. What's my Gore-Tex?
So I went from there and then booked it on down to the creek area where 2nd MSOB was.
Yeah. Yeah.
which was formerly the old Force building, and checked in. And even when I checked in, it was weird because it seemed like half the building was empty and nobody really knew like where the fuck you belong or because I was checking in with like like the battalion air officer. They don't even know what a battalion air officer is or who he is. So I kind of hung in limbo for a couple days, man.
Everything was brand fucking new. I'm telling you, it was about the weirdest shit in the world, man. And it got to a point where, and then obviously, hence why we got our pee-pee slapped so much the first 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause we had no direction. Literally. It was just all the meetings that we were holding. And this is we're the curriculum fucking establishment fucking unit. We're the policy, all that shit. And we're having meetings with ourselves. But this shit didn't make any sense. It's like,
zero guidance on whatever the SOCOM framework is that we were going to fill. Because when they're like, hey, you're in golf company, I'm like, cool, where the fuck is golf company? Oh, it's these old converted barracks over here. You go over there. I went in there, the building's, it's like 1,300, building's fucking empty. Everybody's gone for the day. I look in the team room, fucking doors locked, lights off. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just come back tomorrow, right? Try to check into my unit.
And everybody's so nonchalant over there. Yeah. Come back tomorrow.
And even when I got checked in, it was like everybody, like you're saying with the schools, man. We had unlimited access to fucking schooling
and money.
So everybody was TD-wide, fucking burning hole through DTS fucking services and stuff, getting their TDY set up. But
it was a blanket check. It was amazing, and we got every fucking course we got. There was no like regulation until a couple years after. It's like, all right, y'all need to chill.
Yeah. And then from there, I was there for about a week, and then I bugged out. They got me a slot up in EWTG Lant, which is the expeditionary school up there in Norfolk, and I checked in for my JTAC course, man,
Nice.
and I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. I took to it, because I took a lot of pride in being the individual that would be the link between the guys on the ground and the assets that they can't carry in a backpack. So I took a lot of pride in it. Went through the course, came back to the MSOB, to the teams. Finally got to meet my team leader, my team chief, Gunny Joe, and like a week later, we're like, okay, we're starting up our DFT to go to deploy. So now we're right into the fucking the build-up cycle, and we start doing all that shit. Going out to Fort Irwin for 2 fucking months. You do the shoot package, do the fucking everything, man. To the point where, and this, even when we're doing like our regular deployments, like our MU deployments and shit, the workups are worse than the fucking deployments are. Just the lack of scheduling, lack of fucking knowing what the hell's going on.
And I was on the ship too, because I was doing the observing for the basically the checking the boxes, basically what we do. Prior to that, we were the, I guess, readiness inspectors for the special operation capable portion of the MUs. So, we walked with them, we inserted with them, we were at their planning process and everything. And I got to see exactly what he's talking about in the aspect that it felt like we were being thrown just for the sake of just being utilized somehow into situations where it was just like overkill sometimes, because you still had recon assets, you still had scout sniper assets, and at some point they stood up for force recon assets, and then now you have force, battalion, snipers, and MARSOC, and SEALs, and it's like I got all these special dudes on this fucking in this fleet, and we only have but fucking 3 major exercises. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, yeah. It was honestly, it was the Wild West, man. So ended up going through all the workups and stuff. Got to know the team really well, and I actually had to extend my contract now because I was coming up on my 4 years. I actually didn't have time on my contract to deploy, and this time my daughter, I think she was my daughter was 3. My wife, God bless her, man. She every deployment that I had, man, she had to take care of,
you guys
of
still
the house.
together?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Good
Yep.
shit. That's not a
One
thing
of
you
the
hear too
only
commonly.
guys.
Yeah.
One of the only guys
17
so far started with a wife and finished with the same wife.
Bro, seriously, I can't think of
17
of anyone else. Who else?
Hey, it is all her. I didn't have shit to do with it.
She's tough.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she is. So it was like, it was one of those things where, hey, I promise you, I'm going to do this last one, and then we're done. We're done. We'll either, they right when I was getting out, they offered me, and this is after I came back, and I had like 3 months till I fucking EAS, and it was, hey, 8 years, you might as well do 20. Try to give me that talk.
Hey, that's all you always hear. You're like,
they're like, hey, you don't, 6 deployments, you don't have to deploy anymore, man. Let somebody else do that. They actually wanted to send me back up to Norfolk to be the JTAC instructor, and I was in zone for gunny, but it just, I didn't want that. I didn't want to not be the deploying, in the mix, because I just spent the last 8 years turning and burning, going everywhere, and if I couldn't do that, then I didn't want to do it.
So at this point, were you fulfilled already, or you still had that little ending? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
My last deployment, it everything that was down in the basement, I was able to box it up and move it out.
Good. Listen, I gotta tell you, man, if a person doesn't make that decision that readily without fucking getting their fill, it gets to that point where you're just like, if I deploy one more time, I'm probably gonna bite it. I know.
I was running out of cards to deal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know exactly what you feel like, man. Especially when you got the kids, the wife,
Yep.
and then that shit. We don't talk about it a lot, but after every deployment, it's there. It's always there. We always consider it, and I just feel it's just like a crap game, man. You just keep rolling until you fucking snake eyes. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fucking sick. Dude.
What deployment was it where you had the situation with the 82nd Airborne guys drowning?
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was my final deployment. So we were so MARSOC was for 2nd Battalion. We were stationed with RC West, Regional Command West in Afghanistan. So out there by Herat City, near the Iranian border, and then the Turkmenistan border up there. We were assigned to SOTF 7-2, and out of all 4 of the teams, we basically pulled the I don't want to say the crappiest assignment or the crappiest AO, but the most volatile one.
Yeah, we were the babies. Of course, we're gonna get the shit under the stick. Even then, in Afghanistan, we've had the shittiest fucking fobs.
Oh yeah.
Hands
The
down.
ODA got all the ODA had the commandos. The ODA had all the fucking sexy stuff. And we're still MARSOC. We're still trying to prove ourselves.
Yep.
So we basically were at the point where, hey, if you got anything shitty that you don't want to do, we'll just take it, and then we'll do awesome at it.
We lost a lot of guys the first couple of years operating. A lot, dude. Too many.
Yep.
Too many.
So we ended up getting stationed out at Forward Operating Base Todd, which was the easternmost operating base out there. It hadn't had a soft team yet. It finally got U.S. troops out there, and this is like 2009, and they had just gotten U.S. troops out there. It mainly was initially it was the Spanish that were out there. It was called FOB Columbus, but they just got their asses handed to them. So they collapsed it, came back. Then the Italians went out there. The Italians were able to establish something. And then they started pushing the 82nd out there to them. Okay, it's established. Now we need to get a soft team out there to start working with the
Locals,
the Afghan soldiers and stuff like that. So that was the card that we drew. And it was a 5-day convoy from Herat, from Camp Stone, all the way out there to FOB Todd. And, once we got to about halfway through was Kuala Lumpur, which was the provincial capital. And then once you left Kuala Lumpur, the paved roads fucking stopped. And every kilometer you went, you could see the terrain around you, and the living conditions just kind of fucking descend back and back in time till you come around a corner and it's like fucking, you know, you got people walking around looking like Moses and shit.
Moses Wildman.
Kids sitting on the side of the road literally eating fucking goat shit because there's nothing else to eat. There's nothing else to do. But that last stretch was about 3 days, and it's kind of where the fob was located. It was located in a valley.
I knew it.
And there was only one fucking road there, and Ring Road actually ran through there. So Ring Road stretches all around Afghanistan, but the valley where we were at was the last piece of it hadn't been paved. It was the only piece of Ring Road that had never been paved. So basically, once we left Quali, now that last town or city, it was you got one road, you got one path to go for 3 days to get to this valley, and it's just fucking ambush alley for the next 3 days because the enemy's all around you and they know exactly where. Because as soon as you left Quali now heading east, you're only going one place, and that's Forward Operating Base Todd. So we had to fucking play the little fuck game for 3 days with those guys before we got to the operating base. And once we had showed up at the operating base, you know, we showed up at like 2:00 in the morning, and we didn't even have a compound. It was just a big empty lot with some HESCOs around it, a couple GP tents, and a fucking generator. That was it. That was home. I racked out. I crashed fucking hard. I remember I didn't even take my boots off. I woke up because it was getting hot in the tent, and I had heard an aircraft go over. It sounded like a C-130 going over. And I was like, wow, that sounded really fucking close. And then I laid back down. I went to sleep. Probably about 10, 15 minutes later, all I hear is fucking small arms fire, shit blowing up, and, you know, our team chief comes running into the fucking hooch saying, get up, get your shit on, we got to go. What had happened is the resupply airdrop, so the CDS drop on the drop zone, it came across, and I don't know if they just missed their mark, if the winds were higher than they expected, but it basically threw off the entire bundle drop.
Oh, man.
So it drifted off the drop zone, and most of it landed across the river, which was right there at the fob, but across the river was all bad guy country. Like, you didn't go there. Nobody went over there. So most of the pallets landed there. A couple landed in the river. The closest one had landed on the bank, and so the pallet was underwater, but the chute was still visible on the bank of the river. And this isn't like a smooth flowing river. This is like a jagged mountain river where there's no flat bottom. It's just really moving water. And so the soldiers went over there, and the first soldier, I believe it was Islip, who grabbed the chute and was trying to hold on to the pallet because, you know, these guys, these are fucking, you know, these are good soldiers. These are paratroopers, and they were doing their job because they realized that, you know, that pallet of food, it's life. Well, that means we don't fucking eat tonight, or, you know, so they know the severity of losing the drop. So he starts pulling on it. He's got all his gear on, his rifle slung across his back. He's kind of walking out a little bit into the water, and you know what they didn't know was it didn't gradually go down. There was a steep drop where, you know, it went from 2 feet to 20 feet. And as soon as he stepped off, he went right under. You know, probably got tangled up in the chute lines, and he stayed under, and then Sergeant Sherman immediately, you know, came and basically the same thing happened to him as he slipped off the shelf, and he went in. So both of the soldiers went under. They didn't come up. They went under, and they stayed under. And this basically started everything. Because up until this point, there was a real passive relationship between the Italians and the Taliban up there. Hey, we live here. We won't fuck with you. We'll just go over here into the bazaar and talk to these people, but we won't go around. We won't do nothing. You don't do anything to us. So when we had this huge push out of the fob with vehicles, and the Italians are coming out in their vehicles, and we're setting up this big, huge perimeter area. The Taliban thought that was a cue for we were doing a big operation, so they responded in kind, and started dishing it out, unknowing that, hey, we're trying to secure the river area to try to recover these bodies, and that whole fiasco that went on for like 2 months. It took us 2 months to find Islip. We were able to find Sherman relatively quickly,
Wow.
but Islip.
2 months, my brother.
Yeah, they never came up. So we had to bring in PJs. We even brought in sonar from the British to try to locate these guys, but no, they were under there, and that's where they were staying until we could find them.
How far down from the point of?
I believe Sherman was found at the first turn in the bank, but Islip was he was like a good kilometer down.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I still have a photo because I remember their company commander, great guy. There's a photo of him because a local had found his body against the bank. All the gear still on and stuff. And there's just this heartbreaking photo of his company commander going down the bank and picking him up and pulling him out.
Oh, man.
But we found him. Everybody goes
good.
home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead or alive, everybody goes home.
What was the significance of the Italians during that particular?
So the Italians actually owned the AO. It was
Right.
their AO. The 82nd was their support. The Italians, the Italians that we worked with were a great bunch of guys, especially because they had a chow hall, and they made this dude made this brick oven by hand, and would make the best fucking bread. That, and they would get cases of these little juicy box of fucking wine. They would get a couple
Nice.
cases like wine sippy boxes.
I always hated that. Other countries got to get lit and shit in country, and we just had to watch them, like Australians and Italians getting fucked up, and we're just like, damn, man, I still got to smuggle my shit in the old-fashioned way.
Well, weren't you saying that was the first instance of Italians being in combat since World War II?
Yeah. So those guys at that forward operating base, they were known throughout Italy, and it's real dicey when you start dealing with NATO countries, because the Italians, they would not, even if one fucking Italian was killed, they would not tolerate it. So it was very dicey for them to get into combat.
What do you mean they would not tolerate it? What's that mean?
They would not
There's no
allow
diplomacy.
their military to be in a conflict where they're having their soldiers killed. And that went for a lot of nations. That NATO, it's murky, man.
Joke, yeah.
It's murky. They got different ROEs. They can't engage in self-defense. Like, for example, if I'm an Italian soldier and you're an Italian soldier and you're 500 meters down there and you're in your vehicle and you're getting shot at, I can't shoot to support you. Your rules of engagement go for you.
What rhymes with
It's
fuck
just-
that?
It's murky, man.
Yeah.
It's murky.
Have you ever
But
done
our
any,
guys did what they could, and they're really good at shooting artillery. They had 120 mortars, and they were fucking spot on with
Those
them
are
things.
huge.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
Good.
You're still in the business right now, correct or no?
No, he's still a government contractor. Yeah, but
yeah, still
now
private.
tell
Yeah, I do
us,
military
now what are you
contracting.
doing? Can you tell us what you're doing now?
So I work primarily with simulations in the military. A lot of it has to do with my JTAC experiences. So it has to do with drones, so RPAs, and then doing basic stuff like ISR, target acquisition, and things like that.
Nice. Sounds like
I love it.
you
I absolutely love it.
bank.
Excellent.
It's
Well,
just
hey, Go ahead.
I've been doing it for like 5 years now, and it's just one of those things where, you know, I was fortunate enough when I was in the Marine Corps to get a little bit of experience doing this. Really kind of just liked it. Seized on some opportunities that I saw around here because I live in Colorado Springs. We literally have like 5 military installations around our city, and we're getting the Space Force now.
Nice.
So just a lot of opportunities.
You'll be flying fucking spaceships,
and I
man.
capital. No, man, they ain't gonna let me nowhere fucking near that place.
He's gonna be calling in kinetic fucking spikes and shit from space.
Dude, exactly.
Lasers.
Yeah, the fucking the Thor hammers, man. The tungsten fucking rods from space.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Could you imagine?
Tungsten rods from space.
You're like, hold my beer. Give me the radio. I'm about to level this whole fucking continent.
Right on. So tell us. So what was the motivation for writing your first book? I want to hear about your first book, and then I want to hear about how well that was received, and then I want to go into writing your second book because it's fucking good shit. I want to hear about it.
Honestly, so going through my last deployment, I actually, after like the first week or two, I just started taking notes. I'm like, you know, I was just one of those people thinking like, hey, I'm only going to be here one time. Maybe I'll just take notes, and if anybody ever asked or a historian, I could go back and I could give information and stuff like that. So just took a lot of notes and stuff during the deployment, and then you know, towards the end, once we did the big operation to clear the village stronghold south of the Fort Operating Base. And after we're done, I was like, "Hey, man!"
What was the name of that big operation?
That was a big operation that happened in April of 2010. That was with so it was our team. It was ODA and about 100 Afghan commandos.
Right.
That just went in and fucking wrecked shop because these guys they had to go, and it just was going to take a big orchestration and a force to actually just go in there and just root them out, like literally root them out.
And this was a situation where the Taliban had come in and completely misplaced the village, correct?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally displaced everybody there. Huge tunnel network under it. They were blatantly, you know, they would brandish their arms right there at checkpoints. Like they weren't scared of anybody.
So how'd that work out for them?
Not too well, man.
How long did it
Not
take?
too well whatsoever. So I ended up, you know, when I got out, I had all my notes and stuff, and I kind of mulled around the thought of maybe writing a book, and nothing ever really came of it. You know, this was like 2012. And then I was on my way to work. I was actually working down there at Fort Carson, and I'm on my way to work, and I get a phone call, and it's from Mark, who's our team guy, and I'm like, why is Mark calling me? So I pull into the parking lot at work, and I pick up the phone, and it's Mark, and Mark was calling to let me know that that Pat Dolphin, one of our team guys, he had just died in Afghanistan to some tragic fucking incident that should never have happened. With a fire breaking out in the team house, killing him and 2 other Marines, along with their military working dog, and that just hurt. It hurt a lot. I was really close to Pat, and I really admired Pat and what he did and what he was as a Marine. So it was that was the spark. So I said, okay. I'm going to tell the story. I'm going to make sure that I do my best. I'm going to try to tell this story the best that I can so that people can read about all these awesome fucking, you know, card carrying fucking pipe hitter Union guys, what they did. And that's how it started. And from there, it just went. And I just happened through, you know, a couple exchanges with different people, just extremely fortunate to come across the publisher, Mark Resnick. And, you know, people just put a lot of confidence and a lot of faith in it because it was going to be the first book actually written, an actual story about MARSOC.
Yeah.
So people were interested.
Well, mind you, also at a time where a lot of the initial books were coming out. There wasn't there really wasn't a market for veterans coming out of this conflict yet. So we had Chris Kyle come out. We had Luttrell.
Yep.
Then we had him. Then we had Coughlin. But at that time, it was still not a market. So obviously, these guys, the first fucking voices being heard after the ordeal. So that you already knew. So they were gonna get all that attention, all that, all those numbers, all those spikes. And once everyone saw that, they're like, oh shit, we're writing books now. But you understand, to be a trailblazer, what I say, you gotta fucking bust through some thorns and shit like that. You know what I mean? That being said,
it's because of me. So when I got there was no fucking NDA. Mm-hmm. But there is now.
That's kind of what I wanted to get into. I think it's just with anybody that releases a fucking book, you're gonna have that side of the naysayers and stuff. How was that pretty bad for you, or was it almost nothing?
Honestly, no, because I knew, okay, I'm gonna go into this with all the best intentions, and there's gonna be people that don't fucking like it. There's gonna be people this, people that, and there's gonna be a lot of fucking noise involved in it. But I go back to that why I wrote it and remembering Pat, and I'll say, okay, I'm gonna write it, and I'm gonna be blunt. I'm just gonna tell it exactly as it happened. And whether or not you fucking like it or you don't like it, that's irrelevant, because I'm just telling you what happened. I didn't have an NDA with MARSOC. I never sent them the advance copy. They wanted me to, and then they put some ridiculous stipulations on it. I'm like, no, that doesn't fucking work. I vetted it myself. I'm like, I know what's iffy and what isn't iffy. I don't need you to fucking tell me that.
Yeah.
But it got released, and it was a huge hit. It was a testament to the story itself and the guys in the story, which makes it great. Like I said, it's not my story. I'm just the vehicle that's telling it. It's about all these other guys. A lot of them that gave their lives. So I'm just making sure that their story's known.
Also, that was the first time the world kind of like reciprocated, in this time period, and let us know that we're digging you guys. We want to hear more. Because for a while we were just hiding in our houses and shit. You know what I mean? Not telling anyone. I mean, for a while, a couple of years around the same time frame, I didn't tell anyone I was in the military when I got out. I was just fucking cutting hair and chilling. You know what I mean? I was embarrassed almost. And then it was these guys, these trailblazers that. Put it out there, and we saw the world reciprocate, receive them well, and praise them, and give them that other side of the, hey, you had to do what you had to. So we started feeling that support, and then that's where the book started coming out, and like you said, a testament to individuals such as yourself that took it upon yourself to write that history so that those people's names are not fucking forgotten, because had it not been for an individual such as yourself, they would have been forgotten. Had it been for a lot of those quote unquote quiet professionals, if everyone was on that mantra shit, which is cool, to each his own. That's the way I see it. But if something happens, it happens for a fucking reason. Sometimes these names, these people, these actions, it needs to be heard, especially for the younger generation going into it. Because if not, we're going to repeat the mistakes.
Yeah, and with MARSOC being, a really young unit at the time, I just wanted, people that were interested in going into MARSOC or thinking maybe inspiring a younger person to go into the military. Like, I wanted to show you, okay, this is the caliber of the guys that you're going to have to be. You're going to have to be this caliber. These are the people that you're going to have to work with. Yeah. So if you're not willing to come to this level or to exist in this type of family environment, then maybe it's not for you.
It's a whole other culture to get used to in and of it itself, and then to try to deconstruct. When you come home, that's the worst.
Dude, coming from fleet, just standard line company fleet Marine Force, and then going and deploying with an MSOT, it's just it was surreal. It was surreal because the lowest ranking guy on the team is a sergeant. It's like I was telling Steve in a conversation before we had. It's the only unit in the Marine Corps that you're going to find a fucking E6 or a gunnery sergeant carrying a fucking saw on patrol.
And not only that, fucking goddamn sergeant calling the fucking top and shit by his first name and shit. Hey, what's up, motherfucking Steve? How you doing?
Yeah, and at first it just felt so fucking unnatural to do. It almost felt dirty.
Yeah.
That's why you like it.
I can't call Gunny Joe. No, the Marine Corps said I can't do that.
You ain't in the Marine Corps, baby. You in SOCOM. Now, the best part is it wasn't just a facade. Even if you were getting trouble, it'd be like, oh, shit. Well, I don't think anybody got wind of this. Just lay low for a little while. You know what I mean? Like, it was really big boy rules, man. Motherfuckers would get, like, DUIs out in town and shit. Motherfuckers would be like, well, here's what we're looking at. You got about 6 months before this shit go to trial out there. If I was you, I'd try to get this shit squared the fuck away before the Marine Corps find out.
You better plead out to that shit.
We had guys bringing personal weapons on the fucking range and stuff. I mean, we had all sorts of shit going down, dude.
Ammo being taken and shit.
But it was a big boys club, man. I mean, handle your shit, be ready to go. And
but it's not like we weren't doing anything else nobody else was doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit, especially these units that have been indoctrinated into SOCOM for fucking ever. You know what I mean? We just fucking they what do you call it? They opened up the floodgates for us.
Oh yeah. Gave you a fucking
We didn't know how.
They're like, you gotta have a team house. You gotta have fucking this, that. You gotta have
myself. Oh, gave you a blank check and said, "Fucking here you go, fellas."
And no, we didn't have no moderation. It was just like, oh well, fucking, how much is this? Yeah, 20 G's. Let me get it.
Crank that shit up, and you can still hear me, but I can't hear myself, which is kind of fucking me up a little bit because my parents are brother and sister. You had mentioned earlier that in your first book, you kind of compressed the Afghan war into your concept of it, about these incredibly gifted guys trying to do the fucking impossible. Why don't you elaborate on that a little bit for us?
So thinking about writing the book, and I probably spent a couple months just how do I want to tell the story? Do I want to, like, chronological? I was taking it really to heart that this book was going to be the first book, about MARSOC, and there was all these other expectations of what it should be, but I really wanted to use that kind of level of excitement for the book to kind of put in another maybe more like a learning point or something about history of the war, just because I think that what the team and what the guys went through out there at Bob Todd, it is a story that needs to be told, because there's a lot of people, and I'm ignorant to it myself, that really, if you say, hey, explain to me what the Afghan war is, like, why are we there? What are we doing? Are we still there? What's our plan to get out? They really can't grasp it. And there's certain levels, like it's hard to understand it on a strategic level of policy and things like that. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to take the big shit ball that is
Notice
OEF,
how it says big shit ball.
and I wanted to compress it down to the size of a valley. And so that when people are reading the book and they're reading these guys' experiences and they're seeing these points of view, and they're seeing the conditions that they're operating in, both the humid condition and the environment, it is a bigger story. Like, if you can understand this story, then you are educated and can understand the bigger problem when it comes to Afghanistan.
Well, when it comes to any conflict, I just I got an opinion in that aspect. It says that there's a side of these projects, these conflicts, that deal with just diplomacy, and their decisions are made so quickly and effortlessly, sometimes with very little thought. But then you get onto the side of the fence that we're on, the front, the fobs, something as simple as not grabbing that pallet out of the fucking river full of chow might make or break you, life and death. It's something so minute as that. So I'm saying this because so many people overlook the guys on the ground, the guys at the fob. You know, albeit there's a shitload of fucking books out there from veterans and different types of conflicts, but since Vietnam, there's not many of guys that were fucking in the shit on the ground. You know, guys like this, that in a valley, who the fuck picks a fob in the valley, let alone, you know what I mean? You be the first fucking American.
It's the fucking end of one road.
Yeah. The first
we have one road, it only goes to one place. Let's put a fob there.
A lot of people don't understand. It was a 5-day road trip out here. And from the nearest base, 3 days.
Constant ambush.
If that don't tell you anything, that should just tell you one thing. You're all you have out there for a while. Because too many coming to get you.
We didn't even have at first we didn't even have an FST, a first field surgical team. So the nearest U.S. force was 60 kilometers away by helo. So, you know, fuck it, if weather's bad, like if you get hit, there's a good chance that you may not fucking be able to get somewhere. Mm-hmm. So everything becomes real dicey.
And then we're talking about the golden hour when it comes to, you know, providing medical aid. You're way past that already. You know, once you're already fucking second, third day into that road trip, you're like, yeah, we're kind of past that golden hour out here, gents. You know what I mean? That's some shitty shit. That's some scary shit. Absolutely. And still go out there with your fucking nuts in your hand and say, yeah, we got to do what we got to do.
That's what they told us to do, man.
Hey, how was it to fucking learn that you made it to the SOCOM commander's reading list after the first book? How'd you take that?
I was humbled by it, man, because it speaks to the story. It speaks to these guys, and to have it listed under leadership, you know, for young SOCOM officers. It's
you hit your mark.
That's what I if it could be recognized anywhere, that would be it.
Dead center. And you hit that shit dead center.
It was what? Conflict and decision making, correct?
I believe so. Yep.
That's as high as it gets.
Dude, fuck yeah.
I mean, that basically them recognizing that you're not self-inflating yourself, and to boot, maybe you should read this to learn a thing or two. Fuck yeah, man.
So tell us about the second book. So you tried to compress the story into the first book and it didn't work.
Yeah, because so your typical novels anywhere from like 90,000 to about 105,000 words. When we were writing the first book, we going through it, we're kind of laying it out. We're starting to create content, and as we're writing it, you know, we're only like fucking 2 months, because the idea was to tell the whole story of the deployment, but you know, we're 2 months into the deployment, and you know, we're like fucking 40,000 words, and I'm looking at this, I'm like, there is no way that we're gonna fit this in 100,000 words. It's just not gonna fucking happen. So we got two options here. One, we write the whole story, and then we just start hacking stuff out of it until it comes down to the size, and that obviously is a fucking no-go. So the other one was okay, we'll reach about halfway through the deployment, which had this big event, this big operation. We'll find a natural pause in the story, and we will end it, and we'll give it closure, because and this is, you know, the writing business. So editors don't want open-ended books; they want closure, and things like that. Because a second book is never a guarantee.
Yeah, but you're also told not to blow your whole load on the first book either.
Yeah.
Mark told me the same thing.
You know, we closed it off nicely. We gave it ending, and then if it did well, then we would come back and we would it literally starts like the first book ends on New Year's Eve. The Dagger 22 starts January 1st. It literally picks up.
Nice.
Which worked out great. I couldn't ask for a better pairing of it, and the writing of it.
Just in case anybody was wondering, did he get fucked up that New Year's? Next book starts out with, I woke up with a sick hangover.
We got pulled off the hill. So we were on Objective Pathfinder for about 5 or 6 days. We'd stepped out on Christmas night. Yeah, we stepped out. We had AC-130 gunship support to go seize this objective. long story short, we were trying to cut the valley in half, so cut the north-south movement of Taliban and forces and equipment and stuff like that. So we had to seize this piece of terrain, and once the sun came up, on the 26th of December, the Taliban's like, fuck, man, they're right there now. Well, we can't have that. We need to get rid of them. So that went on for about 5 days. And then we got pulled off the hill, and the Italians came back and backfilled us. And then it was New Year's night, and our Italian brothers hooked us up with some juice and stuff.
Nice.
So you drank some juice, ate some Cheetos, you're fucking good to go.
Sipping on juice and gin.
That's right. So tell me about writing book number 2.
So I was paired up, and this is real common. So I had a second writer with me, John Burning, who had done a bunch of other books. Great guy, awesome writer. I was paired up with him for the first book, and we worked collaboratively to get it to where I was happy with it. But when it came for the second book, and because it was the first book was a hit, so when it came to the second book, I kind of took a few days, and I'm talking over with my wife, and I'm like, I think I can write it, because I'm looking at what they're paying other people to do. I'm pretty sure it's not fucking rocket science. I'm pretty sure I can do this.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
So I approached Mark, my editor, with the idea of like, hey, I'm confident. I would really like to just tackle this on my own, be in full control and write it. And he's confidence. He's like, I absolutely think you can do it. So he gave me the go for that. And then I spent the last that 6 months just writing it, and it was an amazing experience because it was more personal than the first one had been, because I wasn't the person actually writing the bulk of it and actually sitting there typing and writing it. So yeah, with the second one, I got to experience the entire thing. So to me personally, I feel as if the second book is more reflective of my style of telling a story along those lines, and it just came out. It came together in a way that I was just really pleased with, and I was really pleased to hand it over to the publisher and say, hey, here it is. And once I handed it into Mark, that 3 days that he was reading it over, I was like, fuck, man, he's gonna hate it. I fucking suck. I can't write. I can't fucking do any of that. And he came back with those kudos that it was the cleanest manuscript he had ever gotten.
Right.
And yeah, it was awesome. It was a fun experience. Do I want to do it again? I don't know. Maybe. It was fun because the content, I really enjoyed what I was writing about. To write just to write isn't me. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. But
how was the second book received in relation to the first book? Were they both about the same or what?
I would say probably a little less because people were really anticipating the first book, and it was the people that really loved the first book immediately got the second book. And the way that it had to be structured was you couldn't write the second book as, hey, this is part 2, and then just start the book fucking mid-thought. No, it had to have a beginning to it. It had to have closure at the end. It had to have all those things that would allow it to be a standalone book all on its own. But it caps the story off just beautifully. And then at the very end there, for anyone who's read the first book, the way that things are tied up at the end there, you have to read it. If you read the first book, you have to read the second book.
Nice. What and we're coming to the end of the interview, Mike. We could probably talk to you for another couple hours, but we try to keep it under 2. And what charities are you involved in? What organizations do you belong to? What are you doing to give back? I know there's something going on. What is it?
So that's a great question. So I remember like when I first started all this stuff back in like 2010, 2010, 2011, it seemed like every motherfucker with a Facebook page was starting a foundation, was starting an organization. They were popping up all over the place, and some of them just I don't think some of them had true intentions. So what I ended up doing is I only work with one foundation. I love other foundations; they're awesome, but I will only work with one, and that is it's now called the Raider Foundation, the Marine Raider Foundation. When it was first started, it was called the MARSOC Foundation, but now it's called the Marine Raider Foundation. Once they stood up the Raider MOS, but they're the only ones I work with, and they do such a good job. They're real transparent with their funding and their resources, and they account for everything. So what I try to do for them is they like to do a lot of big golf tournaments and kind of auctions and things like that. So what I've done is for both of the books, I actually had the editor snag me some uncreased covers, like 20 of this book, 20 of the other one. And then for like the first one, for the first book, we had a big book release party. So we had a bunch of team members there, and we signed them. So we had these really nice auction pieces.
Cool.
Also did some work for some challenge coins for the Marine Raider Foundation. But anytime that they need to auction something, I try to get them memorabilia and things like that.
Excellent. Well, just so you know, going forward, we sing out a few foundations and organizations that we're involved with, so we're gonna add that to our list. Anything that you would want to tell our listeners prior to us going offline here?
I kind of keep in mind what I would like to know is if you can impart something to someone coming straight home, what would it be from your experiences?
Good fucking question.
So somebody coming home, it's hard. It's hard because the first week or so you're back, like you never fully release it. You feel as if you're somehow in transition. Even that first week back, you feel as if you're still responsible for shit. Like, hey, did I do a good turnover with those guys? Did I mention that? Hey, that part of the valley is fucking hot, or we had this experience there. I think something that we're not really taught to do is to let go, and it's to just breathe, just relax.
Almost like find comfort in vulnerability a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we talked about
do
this
something.
Time, remember? Yeah, it's a reoccurring thing. Yeah,
go for a backpacking trip. It's hard. It's hard, especially when guys are turning and burning on deployments. It's hard to turn it off. But just do something where you can find some quiet and just learn to let it go.
Being that we're starting to peg on that reoccurring theme there, I think maybe someone should look into developing some sort of exercises in vulnerability. Maybe that'll help us out a bit. Because we're such planners and control freaks and mitigators, and that's the deal with a lot of us in the military, man. That's why we're so fucking grumpy all the time, because shit, you ask the man to your left and the right, and they both know how to do anything better than anyone else. You know what I mean? So we're always like, oh, this is asinine. Oh, I would have done it like this. Oh, you know what I mean? But when you get out, ain't nobody want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think we should start doing some sort of regimenting these vulnerability exercises. I mean, something as simple as, hey, don't fucking kill me, guys out there. You 2A fucking exercises there. But Tom said, man, once in a while, leave your EDC at home. Just the exercise. This is just for you to go to the fucking.
Not every day, just every once in a while.
Just once in a while.
Try it out.
You get comfortable feeling a little vulnerable. You know what I mean?
And you don't have to go that far. Go to the gas station, fill up gas, and
Paulie does. I know you do it too. And he's an NYPD. I'm pretty sure there's a fucking. Y'all have to have your gun on you all the time, but he don't go too far without it. I'm not snitching on him. No, but Paulie does do it too, and I always wonder, Paulie, why the fuck sometimes you don't carry your gun?
It's a little bit of freedom. Like
you don't have to worry about taking a shit and leaving it on the shitter.
Correct.
Cool.
So there's that. Mike, thank you so much for meeting with us, man. And like we said, you fucking need anything, reach out to us when you're here in the city. Make sure you hit us up so you can come over here and have Jason throw some ink on you. And we can
absolutely, man.
Look how white that skin is. I need to throw some color on that thing.
Get that fucking soulless ginger in here, man. It'll change the fucking dynamic.
I really appreciate it, guys, having me on it. And you guys keep doing what you're fucking doing,
Thank
man.
you, my brother.
It's a good time, and you know, just like for myself, watching episodes, it just feels like I'm hanging out in the room with you guys. So just keep it up, man.
That's exactly what it is. A conversation between, you know, like-minded individuals of the same cloth, some bros, and everybody else is just privy.
Nobody's bringing bullshit to the table, man. It's just, come on.
Yeah, the audience, you listeners, you're just privy to the conversation. Y'all don't run this shit.
That's right. You're just eavesdropping on some fucking dickheads talking shit.
Dude, that was awesome, and I want to say thank you very much for being a trailblazer in this, because also writing my story and well, my intentions were exactly like yours, you know. But I had that roadmap, and also you gave my book a little critique. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, man.
It was a good read.
Listen, when I saw that, I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. That was freaking great. Thank you for that. But
good read.
Yeah, you set that path to where when I say, and bring it back to the therapy. Like, I was able to get my story out to you know, what is it? Empty out that cup of emotions that I had that was full, you know. And I seen the, what do you call, the reception of the world, you know. And everyone was looking at me through a different set of eyes that I was looking at myself, you know. So that was very important to say. And I encourage anyone, if you're having a hard time compartmentalizing, you know, your career, and then trying to find a way to transition into this world here, I suggest you write your shit down, man. Write it down. Write your feelings down. Read it. Have someone read it. Someone, you know, that's not a fucking yes man. That's just going to give you their honest opinion. And chances are, you'll see, man, all you did was all you can do. You did your best at every fucking juncture. You know, don't kick yourself in the ass and keep it moving.
Right on. All right, brother. Well, hey, thank you so much, man. You take good care of yourself. And like I said, you need anything, reach out. We're always around.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate it, guys. You guys stay hard.
Appreciate you, bro.
I'm about to follow you on Instagram, all right? I know you probably got like a bazillion followers.
Yeah,
I'm about to post. I got to post a picture that I was hanging out with the soft bad guys.
Hell yeah! You took a screenshot. Make sure I look flattering in the screenshot, all right? Because you know this quarantine got me a little gelatinous and shit. Yeah, I'm looking like what was it? The freaking battalion commanders used to always say when you go home on the Thanksgiving leave. Yeah. Don't come back looking like a food pimple, motherfucker.
Food blister. Come back looking like 200 pounds of chewed bubble gum.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna dye my beard red later. Fuck that.
That's right. Right on, Mike. You take good care of yourself, brother.
All right, guys. We'll talk later, man.
Semper Fi, my brother.
Semper Fi, guys.
Out.
Bro, fucking solid cat. Can't say enough good things about him. I knew it was going to be a good interview.
The moment we did the comm check, it was just the energy. It's just like when we hit Steve V up.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you automatically, Steve V, Tom, their energy is like,
oh, yeah.
They're on that freak, dude. They're just
fucking dialed in. Nothing but love.
We're on the love frequency. I like that shit.
Hey, I told you. Didn't I tell you today? I was giving my girl a ride somewhere, and she came out, and I was writing down mine and your notes, right? So I'm writing down mine and your notes, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just writing down some comedy and shit, you know, from the show." Some of the conversations that Jason and I have.
I mean, when we having like our brainstorming sessions?
Well, like when we were sitting over in the skiff, you know.
Oh, yeah, just kicking around.
We're just kicking it, and like we're talking, and I'm writing these notes down and shit. And she's like, "Well, give me an example where you're some of your comedy." I'm like, "Okay, what is the good nun to bad nun ratio?"
Well, let me get in on that a little bit, because you know, there's nothing 100%. There's not even fucking hand sanitizer.
Fucking thing.
Hand sanitizer only kills 99.9%, because you know what? Ain't always that 1%. So statistically speaking, out of a group of something, you know, you kind of have
some of them's fucked up.
They got this polar. So we're saying is, that being said, knowing that, what statistical probability is there within a nunnery? You know, out of 20 nuns, how many of them are fucking
How many are great?
Super smutteronis. You know what I'm saying?
But how many are dirty, filthy whores?
Whores.
That's the question. And you know what?
Whores, like they say it in Boston. Whores.
She didn't find that funny.
No, of course
she didn't find that funny at all.
It wasn't for her. She's not the audience. She's the one that's supposed to. She's the one that's supposed to look at you and say you're dumb.
Well, she didn't say that, but I'm sure that's what she was thinking. And the other thing that she didn't like was our catchphrase that we came up with that night. You remember that?
Hold on, ready?
Right, say it.
Rubbing oysters in the cloisters.
She found no humor in that.
You like rubbing?
You and I laughed for like 5 minutes.
You like rubbing oysters
We're
at the
talking about
cloisters?
dirty nuns, right?
Right.
We're talking about nuns fucking scissoring fiendishly, right?
I don't know about fiendishly.
Oh, come on.
You said that with a little too much emotion, Steve.
Sure.
Your vein came out of your head and everything. Damn.
That's because it's a fresh haircut.
Tell me how you really feel about nuns.
I'd be down. I'd pay to watch that.
Yeah.
No, but rubbing oysters at the cloister, dude, that is fucking funny.
That's classic.
She didn't even. She just looked at me with disgust.
Yeah.
Well, it was like at the house the other day, right? I told you that fucking New Jersey State Trooper pulls in.
Your neighbor.
The neighbor pulls in. I'm like, hey, you live here? And he's like, nah, my parents do. And I said, well, fuck. There goes my idea for a fucking meth lab. She's standing behind me. She fucking turns around or walks right in the house.
Did he laugh right away or was he a little?
No, he looked at me like.
Well, that's how you know he wasn't a veteran. Straight out of college or some shit.
Yeah. He looked at me like, what? Because I don't look like a meth addict, you know? This guy's a little bit too thick to be a meth head.
Yeah, you ever seen Breaking Bad, motherfucker?
He don't look nervous
Pollos
at all.
hermanos, bro.
But that's the kind of humor I have. And
I don't know. Our world,
she's not down with it.
dude. Our world is much better, man. We're
good with that.
We don't take ourselves seriously. The
Not
jokes,
at all.
Jokes are better, right, Harold? Come on, you're laughing nonstop every time you're in a room with us.
Well, that's because he's high as fucking fuck.
Hell yeah, that's how I like my Harolds. I like
He's
my Harolds
fucking
high.
high as Zeus's nutsack.
I like my Harolds like you like your Jasons, high as fuck.
High as fuck. All right, what else? So how's everybody surviving during the fucking plague?
Oh man, I gotta tell you, I had so many fucking thoughts on what's going on, and the census, what all of them is.
It's a Democratic plot, man.
Not even.
The Democrats want the fucking election so bad that they're doing everything they can to make it a fucking mail-in election so they can maybe get it by cheating or felony or whatever the fuck, that they created this virus in the fucking Wuhan and fucked us.
I mean, yeah, at first hand, sure, but I think it's like a magic trick with sleight of hand. Like, I think they're fucking both parties are implicit in this shit, dude.
COVID-19. Oh, where's your freedom? Oh, I lost it.
Yeah,
you lost your freedom.
That's why I'm so confused at this point now, because, you know, there's one side of the fence arguing to the other, accusing the other, you know, of fucking, I don't know.
That, whatever. Yeah, somebody fucked a monkey somewhere.
Somewhere 8 years ago. I don't fucking know. Long story short, ain't nobody paying for nothing.
Right.
You got fucking Trump, who, albeit awesome fucking president, you know, I was all down and all, but now I don't like the fact that he was giving fucking China an alibi, you know. Oh, yeah, they just kept it to themselves, and maybe somebody messed up and they were scared.
They completely closed down all the domestic flights in China. However, we'll let 3 international go per week.
And then being one of the fucking biggest exporters of fucking PPE, they stopped exporting PPE and they started absorbing more, importing PPE.
And nobody's like, hey, wait a minute. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. The
and then
biggest fucking gross domestic product. Nah, we're not doing it anymore.
And then, you know, I just want to talk about this. I keep hearing it. And this is a liberal fucking media. You know, their point is, what was it? There's a couple of different strains of this coronavirus. And the one that we have here in New York didn't come from China. In fact, it came from Europe. I got one question there, Mr. Liberal fucking anchor. Where did the one from Europe come from? Wuhan. So, whether it mutated on its way towards us, the origin point still stands the same. Wuhan, China, you fucking idiots.
And you know what I heard about Wuhan?
It ain't nothing to fuck with.
That's all I got to say about that. And fucking Paulie, Leatherman, 6 days. 6 days, no food.
Talk about
Oh,
it, Paulie.
dude, he's on the fucking Mitch Aguiar fucking smashing greens fucking power fast and shit. Look at him.
Yeah, so I decided to
Hard as a box of fucking hammers, that Paulie Leatherman.
Yeah, I decided to put myself out there. You know, he's got a couple different challenges. He has the 3-day, he has the 5-day. You know, you can do a 10-day, but you could do the 10-day Instagram challenge.
Get that coin.
Get that coin and the shirt. You know, I had to throw a picture of my body out there. I had to show that, you know what, I needed a fucking hard reset.
That's dope that you did that shit too.
Dude, he does have the body of an insatiable power bottom.
Yeah. No, but the fact that he's
Fat
out
meatball.
there, man, that's an exercise in vulnerability. you
Dude,
know?
bro, I'm just fucking with you, obviously. But that's
absolutely,
fucking
man.
humility, man. You
That's,
fucking,
throwing it
you
out.
know,
Look
you're
at me now, but I'm on my way somewhere. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little bit fucking rounder than than I normally am, but I'm gonna do this fucking hard reset, and here you go. This is what I look like with my fucking shirt off.
That's real shit, Paulie, man.
Oh,
Commendable,
dude,
brother.
that
Commendable.
ain't
No, I
ain't nothing
appreciate
easy
it.
about that.
And, you know, it was well received. You know, I had a lot of people hit me up and they're asking me, well, how's it taste or what do you think and stuff like that.
How big's your wiener?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Only by the cute, you know.
Just
little
making
He
sure,
always
just
brings
making
up the
sure.
fucking wang jokes.
You always gotta bring
every
it up,
10
man.
minutes
We're
is
here-
a wang in
we're here
this
talking
motherfucker.
about-
I know.
fucking-
I'm stuck.
Next thing you know, we're gonna put a chandelier of fucking cocks
Cocks.
right here.
A
just for-
dick chandelier.
Yeah.
A cockulier.
And every time Steve mentions a cock, we'll put a new dildo up on it until the fucking ceiling comes down on us.
Hey,
Hopefully it'll bring
that's
down
what I
that
get the
little-
most laughs with.
The double-headed,
Double-headed
nunchuck
wangs.
dildos.
No, it's a double-headed fucking internal combustion engine powered.
You know, we totally negate all the important shit we talk about when we go down this path here. You know what I mean?
Is that it? Really?
It's the rabbit hole.
Because you know what? It'll be the fucking person to give this podcast a chance, and they'll tune in right at this point and be like, "What the fuck?"
I ain't changing, man. You have to get another.
No, I don't
fucking-
want you to change. I just want
No,
the person
man.
tuning in to just skip a little bit more. We got some
Get
good
it.
stuff.
We
I
don't.
promise.
It's just Uncle Steve's retarded. You know that.
Steve, when Steve feels like he's getting a little bit bored, he'll be like, "Dad,
Fuck.
I'm sorry, Paulie. We totally cut you off. Go
Mike
on
Tourette's.
with your
Mike Tourette's.
snorting greens experience."
My
Yeah, man.
Tourette's kicks in.
I love it. You know,
He's looking at pictures of cocks right now.
I am.
he absolutely
Yeah.
is.
I am.
So,
Two cocks.
Two cocks. One with a man
Look,
bun.
two cocks right there.
that's it.
Picture of us.
So I accept one of our listeners. He actually hit me up and he's like, "Hey, I just did the challenge. Why don't you do the challenge?" So I was like, "All right, challenge accepted."
Who was it? Who's the listener? Sing them out.
It's Sly Vaughn.
Sly Vaughn.
Yeah,
See, I would've-
Is that Theo Vaughn's cousin?
probably.
I hope so.
Is he your friend or is he a listener? Because if you're a listener, I'm like, yo, stay out of my business, B.
Both,
All right, he's a friend,
both.
he's a friend.
He's a good friend. I'm actually his son's godfather.
Aw, yes, all right. So that's your bro.
That's my
So
bro,
He could
bro.
tell you shit like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
Started
cool.
listening
He
to the
basically
show.
tell you were fat. You should fucking lose weight.
Maybe, or maybe he was
Did he
just
start
like,
the conversation with, "Hey, lumpy McMahon tits"?
Yeah.
no, he
No?
was, no, he was just like, "Yo, you know, I want to try that smashing greens," and I was like, "Well, go ahead, do it." And I was like, I opened my mouth up and I was like, "Fuck it, if you do it, then fuck it, I'll do it."
We
You know?
always do that shit.
Always do that shit. So guess what? He fucking buys it, comes to the house, and he's like, "Yo, I'm on my fucking third day." I'm like, "Fuck." There's my foot in my mouth.
That's
but
it. Money where your mouth is.
that's it. I'm fucking.
How's it been? Give the people people interested in walking down that path. Tell them what they could expect, hunger pain wise.
Energy levels,
Energy
sleep
levels.
cycle.
Okay, so I'll start off with sleep cycle, like we were talking about. You know, because of the little bit of the PTSD that we all have in our lives, my sleep patterns, it is what it is. Also, being a police officer, they call it shift disorder,
Yeah, that's sprinkles on the PTSD ice cream.
right? And then you just, so,
Now you go,
the sleep patterns are the same. The only difference is I wake up with a little bit more of something to look forward to. So I look forward to getting up and getting on that scale and seeing what I lost. So that right there is the first task of the day. No hunger pains, no headaches, nothing like that.
your reward is waking up
Yeah.
and stepping on that scale.
Yeah.
So it makes you look forward to fucking hopping out of that bed.
Yeah, the very
love
next
that
day,
shit.
what am I gonna do?
That's
Put on
smart.
the same fucking shorts, and I get on the same scale, and I see how much did I lose.
Way to ensure success by tying in your psychology into it. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man. So you're supposed to drink half your body weight in water, which is a lot. So it's just, that's my one thing. It's just like, God damn it, I gotta piss.
Can you clarify that? You're supposed to drink the half your body weight in ounces of water.
Correct.
Yeah, because you drink half your body weight in water. Like, you can't drink 85 pounds of water, Paulie.
No. But that's why you're Uncle Steve.
That's right. I was just thinking, that's a lot of fucking water, man.
It's called hypernatremia.
Yeah,
flush out-
hypernatremia.
Overhydrate.
Exactly.
Flush out all your
Overhydrating.
nutrients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you die.
So
Hypo.
So I finally feel how you feel, Uncle Steve, where you're just
Old.
like, pull over. I gotta fucking piss.
Every hour, man.
Every hour.
Like Jason was talking about, because let me tell you what it's like going on a fucking road trip with fucking Uncle Steve. Every hour, you're going to pull over and you're going to piss. And I'm going to get out of the car. I'm going to smoke some weed. Steve's going to go piss. He's going to grab another coffee. We're going to get back in the fucking car.
And then he's gonna micromanage us for the next 15 minutes
you
until we have to
fucking
stop
whiny
at
bitch.
DP's again.
God damn, you believe I gotta live with this shit?
No, I gotta live with it, so you gotta live with it. Yeah, I do believe it, fucker.
That's accurate. That's entirely accurate.
Yeah, so the water in itself is very filling. You're supposed to drink at least 2 to 3 shakes a day. I'm good with 2. 2 shakes and I'm solid.
Does it taste like freshly clipped grass?
No, so I always tell people that it tastes like a Navy SEAL made it. You know, what does that mean? You know, Navy SEALs are known for being in the ocean constantly. You know, that's their lifestyle. So
That's the thing.
you can actually taste the ocean every sip you
It tastes
take.
like fucking kelp and shit.
Kelp, seaweed, stuff like that. I'm a big seafood guy, so I don't mind it. My hardest day was day 3, and not being prepared properly. So I went to work. I had drank 1 shake at home, and I brought a second shake to work, and I drank that shake at work. I ended up getting an arrest, having to sleep over or stay at work the entire night, do a day shift, and that's it. I didn't have anything to drink
Yeah.
as far as shake was. So that day, I only had 1 shake.
That's a tough one.
That was a tough one. That was whether I'm going to stop and just, punk out or just fucking
Dude, you stuck it out, man.
suck it out. And then, the rest of the week was awesome. And today was the first time I put Strike Force in it.
Dude, that caffeine in there's a game changer.
Yeah, so I planned it out where I had 5 of those servings of the Strike Force, where the first 5 days I should be good with energy. I'm still trying to burn off some of the fat, trying to burn stuff off. But now I might need a little boost. And I'm, drinking an espresso here and there just to get the caffeine going. But that Strike Force, it was awesome, man.
So correct me if I'm wrong. I think we spoke about this a couple of days ago. The path to ketosis.
Yes.
We got to talk about
5 days.
Yeah, we also got to
No
talk
sugar
about the
for
different
5 days, yeah.
the different types of fuels your body burns out.
Yeah.
So there's, I think it's in this precedence too. There's alcohol that your body burns for energy. Then there's
Sugar?
Your sugar, which is you get into your carbohydrates, and you get all that, and then you get in. I'm sorry, it's your it's alcohol, carbohydrates, then fat,
Right.
in that order. So alcohol being the most volatile,
Right.
that burns off faster. So if you're a drinker and you go to the gym, you're negating your workout because it's burning the alcohol before it can get to any type of reconstructing of your physical appearance, which is getting into the burning all the daggone fat and the energy and all that shit. So you have to try to stop the alcohol. Then the carbohydrates, because that's like the pure gasoline for the body. That's like pulling up to the gas station and saying, fill her up because I'm about to go on a long trip. Right. If you're not working out so much, that's when you're going to start getting that translated into fat. The sugars and the starches.
The body will store it.
Yeah, exactly. Will store all that shit. And then there's fat. So if you mitigate the carbohydrates, the breads, the pastas and all that, then your body will go into ketosis where it starts burning the fat.
Which is where you're at now.
where you're at,
Day
yeah.
number 5, you started burning fat.
Yeah. And you look, it's
Yeah.
noticeable. 5
Yeah,
days,
dude.
only 5 days. And I'm seeing you look slimmer,
It's-
bro.
If you can just, and there's it's carbohydrates. It's simple. I'm sorry. It's carbohydrates. It's simple sugars. It's fucking So everything that's white, primarily, don't eat it. Like you can reach ketosis also, but you got to make sure that you fucking do some research. So if you eat green leafy vegetables and
complex carbohydrates,
Yeah.
so the unrefined ones, yeah.
No, no,
the wheat.
No, you got to
complex
stay away from that
carbohydrates.
shit for
Wheat bread?
ketosis. Yeah,
Wheat?
got to stay
No,
away from
all
that
type
shit.
of wheat. Yeah,
all of
But
it.
in general, they're saying on a regular diet,
Yeah, on a regular,
stay away
yeah.
from the white starch. Yeah,
It's
Absolutely.
called intermittent fasting. where
Yes.
you can
Yeah.
put yourself
Which is
into
great.
that ketosis
Which is
daily,
great.
which a buddy of mine is doing.
No, good for you, man. It's fucking, it's great to see it. And also, we got a fucking shooting course coming up, Mr.
right.
Delgado. Let's hear about it.
Oh yeah.
So, excuse me.
We're going up to Towanda. We're going to be at Shooter's Gauntlet.
I got this.
I know, motherfucker, but you were having a seizure or some
I
shit
was
over
burping.
there.
Damn, you
Whatever
see
the
what I
fuck
said?
was going on,
Steve
you
don't
like
even
reaching.
give you time to burp. He's
No,
like,
you were reaching. You were
what do we got
clenching.
going on, Jason? I burped. Oh well, you lost the bird.
Guess
You
what? You
lost
can't
your
talk
extra-
about it.
Faster, bitch!
Yeah.
God damn it!
40 miles north. I'll see you there.
That's right. Hurry up.
No, so we had originally planned for a pistol and a carbine. Then, the whole lockdown kind of threw a wrench in that program. No one signed up for it. But because of the success of the last long-range workshops and, the ones previous to that, I've had enough of
Lots
a
of
little
follow-on.
pool. A lot
Yeah.
of following people hitting me up from that pool of previous attendees. Hey, I got shit going on. I ain't doing nothing but sitting around with my thumb up my butt. When are you going to run another
However
fucking...
enjoyable that is, I'd much rather be shooting.
And so hit Bob up. Bob actually was certified as an essential industry, which
Thank
makes
God.
sense. Thank God. Because he also sells firearms and ammunition and
Everything,
things of that
yeah,
nature.
that's right.
So, and he's in Pennsylvania, so you got to keep the blood flowing in Pennsylvania, baby. You know what I mean? So, he says, fuck it, let's do another long-range workshop. I said, we're on. So we swapped the days out, and that's what we're getting. I mean, same old deal, couple of classes, learn the basic math. I cut all the fucking... It's not
the
that it's
nonsense out of it.
unnecessary. It's not that it's not. I don't want to call it nonsense or unnecessary. It's just the stuff you don't have time for, which is
right,
they're just as important,
That's
but
accurate.
yeah, some are a little bit more and up there on the priority scale. So you'll learn that. And at the end of the day, we're getting data out to 1,200. I'll guarantee you that. Guarantee you data out to 1,200 with your fucking weapon system if it's up to par, and possibly depending on the makeup of the student body, if everyone is proficient and keeps it moving, and all the exercises, we're not really stopping to double back too much. We'll get out to 1,500. Some people will go out there with their 6.5s, Grindles, Creeds, whatever, or their 7.62s, whatever. But they'll bring their freaking 50s. They'll bring their 3.38 Lapuas because we have the distance. We can zero those, and we can give you a 1,500 dope, give you a 1,200 dope. Why not? It's all at your pace, man. Nothing too stringent.
Yeah.
I kind of lay down the law in the beginning, and
Now everybody sticks to it. You got a bunch of adults out there that absolutely love what
all
we're
cool,
doing.
man.
So
Beautiful scenery, great
everybody's
range.
great. Yeah.
Shout out to Bob and Patty out there at Shooter's Gauntlet, man. You guys
Nothing
are
but
freaking
great stuff.
amazing. You guys, your facility is top notch.
All right. Well, with that, man.
Well, hit them up. Go to their website,
Yeah, please.
shootersgauntlet.com.
Right.
They should have something annotated as far as this
it'll be out
workshop is
tomorrow.
concerned. Yeah. If not, if you don't see anything, just give them a call.
And reach out to us on social media.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you. And with that, how do they follow you on social media, Jason?
Bounty Hunter or Bounty_Hunter_JD.
And tattoos?
Yeah, I even forgot what the tattoo page
At
was.
J Delgado tattoos,
I
right?
think that's it, yeah.
What about you, Paulie?
I haven't logged on in so long.
You can follow me at Riding with Paul.
And what about Harold? Sing it out, Harold. At Harold U.
You.
You'll
And
be able to
don't,
tell because it's a bunch of cool pictures and shit.
and don't try to poach him from us, all right? You can hire him,
No, you can't because we'll fucking kill you and eat your fucking
but y'all
brain.
better run some scheduled deconfliction in that motherfucker, all right? When we
Right.
need him, we need him.
That's right. And it's at Ralston STE for me. So with that,
We got the foundations, my brother.
we got the foundations. We got the Marine Raider Foundation. We got the SOCOM Care Coalition. We got the Recon Sniper Foundation. We got the Navy SEAL Foundation.
All secure.
All Secure Foundation. Motherfucker, I almost forgot about that. Tom
cityhope.org.
Sirlatity. Cityofhope.org. That's right.
Veterans Response.
Veteransresponse.org. That's
Hell
right.
Yeah. And big shout out to Veterans Response. I think they're on their 4th or 5th food drive
Yeah, those
during
guys
this
killing
freaking
it.
lockdown. They're going to underdeveloped communities.
And passing
I don't want
it
to say
out.
underdeveloped communities, just minority communities, and passing
They're going
out
places where they need help.
at minimum 600 to 1,000 pounds of food.
That's good shit, man.
Big ups, bro. Big ups. Big ups. Shout out to Rayo. Follow him on Ray
Love
Guasp.
him. Yep, Ray Gross.
Guasp, RAYGUASP on
That's right.
Instagram. And check him out, man.
Now do what you can to help. All right, man. That's all for us. So we're out, you filthy fucking meat sacks.
Smash your greens.
That's right.